Well, today it's the last day of the Henry County Fair, and this week we've covered swine, cattle, and harness shows in Cambridge. But now we're going to hear from a man who's experienced about 70 years at the Henry County Fairgrounds. Now, I spoke in the show ring with Jim Geun on Friday about why the fair is one of the first of the season and what it'll take to keep it going. Thanks for being with us, Jim.
Well, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, so tell me, obviously you've been really active as a past superintendent here, but when did you really get involved with livestock?
Well, I didn't start showing cattle until I was about 16. My father farmed, had cattle and hogs, always involved in the cattle business more than the hogs. And when I was in FFA, as a project, of course, was beef, and decided to start showing at the local Section 3 FFA fair, and that followed into 4-H. And so I've been coming to this fair longer than we probably should even mention since a little kid. And so it's always been in our blood. And my brother and I showed for many years. And then as I raised a family, my children started to show. 3 out of the 4 children we have showed cattle and sheep. And from there, I still showed a little bit after they were too old. And then I became superintendent many years ago of this county fair, judged some cattle shows in county fairs, and I really enjoy the beef industry. I still keep in touch.
Do you have a year? Do you remember how many years you've been here? You said it's quite a few.
It's probably close to 70.
Wow.
So that tells you about it. You know, as coming to the county fair as a child with my parents, and of course that was quite the thing. That was the event of the summer. That was the only thing we really looked forward to was showing at local county fairs when we were 16, 15, 17, 18, things like that. But I've been coming for probably 70 years.
That's remarkable. What was that transition like when you were becoming superintendent? I mean, that sounds like a demanding job.
It was, and I may have created more work than it should have been. I started out as 4-H superintendent for many years, and then kind of just transitioned over as the kids got out of it. I went into the open and junior open superintendent, so I handle all 3 hats on my head, and did a lot of positive things. And when it was time for me to say enough, handed the reins over to Craig Anderson, which is now your current beef superintendent, and he has just done a fantastic job.
And what year was that you handed over the baton?
2010 was my last year as being superintendent.
What would you say is the biggest change you've seen over the years here at the Henry County Fair?
I think probably the biggest change in the livestock end of it, especially the cattle, is, our numbers are down, and that's reflected on all county fairs. Even the county fairs I've judged, numbers are getting less. I might have judged them 5 years before, and they're less now. The investment in time and money is the big thing, and as these families grow up, there's so many more activities for these kids to be involved with, whether it be showing livestock or baseball, softball, soccer, basketball camps, and things like that. And they have to pick their priority.
And tell me, what's it going to take to keep county fairs like this surviving over the next, so many years?
That is a good question, and I don't know if I can answer that truthfully. It's going to take a strong fair association, a strong set of superintendents, which I think they are in place at this county fair, to encourage people to come to our county fair and hopefully get the attractions. Years ago, this fair survived on the exhibitors on this side of the driveway. Now they've added some entertainment, tractor pulls, whatever, demolition derby. So they're trying to attract a strong base on, I say, that side of the driveway, and I think they've done it. I think they've done a good job.
Well, thank you so much, Jim, for talking today. We appreciate all your thoughts on all your years around here.
It's a pleasure, and thank you for coming here too.